Okay, today we have Armando Ruiz. Pull up my script. Okay, I have some idea of what he does. Let's see what he needs. Hey, Armando, how are you?
Hello?
Hey, how are you,
Yo,
man?
hey, what's going on, man?
Nice to connect. I checked out your page, so I have some brief idea of what is it that you are going through right now. So I hope that on this call, we will be able to help you with something.
Absolutely. Thank you, man. Yeah, I was talking to Saba yesterday and she said, hey, we'll hop on a call with Sean.
Yeah.
He might be able to show you a couple things that you might be doing wrong.
Yes. And I understand that you have known her for maybe like a couple of years now. Like,
Yes, I've been following her for a while now.
right. And have you worked with her before, briefly?
I know I have not, I probably have attended some of those training that she has done on her groups and such. And they've been great help. I bought one of her books that she came out about creating content and stuff like that a while back. Uh, that book was really helpful as well. And then I saw that she was coming out with the branch that sell, and that got me more interested into what she was working on. What she's doing and the success she has been having with her clients.
I see. So have you found what you're looking for, or are you still feeling your way looking? Like, where are you at?
What do you mean by that?
Because I understand that you help businesses with content, marketing, like local brick and mortar businesses, right?
Right. I'm still yeah. So I I I know she's in Chicago, but for her, I did her website and stuff like that. But what I've worked on with local clients has been like content creation and storytelling. Most of them are immigrants here in the States, and most of them are Hispanic, as I am, and I'm able to help them tell their story. Their main Most of my clients are business owners. One of them it's a car wash owner. He came here to the States illegally, rose from, came here with a couple bucks, and then he started his car wash empire. He now has like 3 or 4 car washes. So I help these guys tell the story. So I kind of figure out who I want to help, but I'm still not very clear on I'm not sure what I'm not clear on. I kind of get who I want to help, but I'm stuck on going to the next step.
Okay. So let's clarify that. Hispanic storytelling, content creation, but exactly how do I navigate from here? I don't know what I don't know. Is that it?
uh Gotcha. So yeah, that's because I learned advertising the traditional way, Sean. Before I got into like social media advertising or posting on social media, I owned a Spanish newspaper. So
Oh,
that's what got me started in advertising before I started consulting businesses on websites and Facebook and Instagram and this and that. So I come from the sales background. I come from the sales background where I work for sales for the newspaper, and then I bought the newspaper and I owned it for a little while, and I mainly focused on traditional advertising. So I'm moving towards online advertising, and what helped me build that like getting business, was learning about business, and that's what I'm passing that knowledge on to these businesses.
I see. Hey, what made you want to transit from the traditional sales space into the online world? Like what happened?
Gotcha. From sales, maybe just whenever I became that business owner, instead of focusing so much on sales, I was mainly focusing on building that business. So and I started meeting more people. I was able to find people that can help me solve my clients' problems, and that would be uh, if they needed a logo, like for Facebook, if they needed to run some Facebook ads, I was able to provide that for them, because I did that myself in the beginning, and that's how I was able to grow my newspaper by using social media and stuff like that.
Okay, so it was a small steps, gradual transition, and now you find yourself in this online space, but you don't know how to navigate.
No, not yet. Right,
Okay, and you don't know what you don't know, so you don't know
right,
exactly what is the problem.
exactly. So look, I've what I've been doing in the past. I've been running this consulting agency, and I've been providing one-time services. The only monthly services that I've had was whenever I was creating content and I was managing some other client social media pages. But apart from that, I providing one-time services, for example, or doing a SWOT analysis, or doing the website, or doing the logo. But I want to focus more on maybe not so much on one on one service thing, but maybe as work on a big package or something like that. I don't have consistent flow of clients.
Yeah, because I feel like what you're providing is quite loose. It's like one part here and another part there. So if you're giving
Yeah,
solutions like this, then by definition, the compensation that you're gonna get is also gonna be one part here and one part there. So I think that could be the main problem.
yeah.
So right now you're providing a service, but I know that you have experience, I know that you have expertise. So are you looking to take that skill set and transition into, let's say, becoming a coach or consultant?
That's the goal. For example, also as well, like I built my personal. I felt like I built a sort of a little bit of a personal brand. People know me in town. People know me in my city. I've run for local politics. So there was a time where I was going crazy doing Facebook lives and doing groups and stuff like that.
That is good.
Where
That is good.
where where I know that a lot of people, I can a lot of these loans by some of these things that you can do on Facebook and stuff like that I've done in the past. So my goal is now helping other same as me, Hispanic, first generation Hispanics, that are kind of new that are new in the States, and that are trying to figure out how to start business. And I started a business young. I failed multiple times. I tried to get a couple businesses a couple times, and I failed. And that was because I didn't at first I didn't know that I have to have an LLC. So I was starting my business off wrong, you know. So I had to learn the hard way. So I started a couple businesses. I used to do real estate, and I failed at that. And then I did a life insurance, and I failed at that, you know. So I started to figure out that, hey, maybe what I need to do is show these guys. And I mainly started working with contractors, Sean. These guys that do construction and they don't know much about the laws and money and this and that, you know. All they worry about is about getting the job done. So what I'm showing is teaching them how to start a business foundation by getting your LLC done. I teach them how to do that. I even help them how to fill out the LLC paperwork, get their EIN paperwork with the IRS, so that way they can open up a business bank account. From there, I teach them about how to separate themselves from the competition, on what makes them unique, you know. So showing them how what kind of services they can provide that not their customers are gonna do, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm I still haven't I don't know. It's like I feel like I want to do a big package, but I'm scared. So I kind of small packages where, hey, we first do your LLC, and then we do this, and then we do that, and then there's stuff with the IRS and the state of Texas that whenever you file paperwork, they take forever to file,
Yeah.
and then you don't get paid until you get the paperwork back from them, and then it may be like a month or two from that and stuff like that, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how I can piece it together
Okay.
where I can have, like, you know, everybody is online is talking about your high ticket offer and this and that. I feel like I don't have one, you know. That's why Saba asked me, I'm like, hey, so what's your offer? I'm like, hey, I mean, I don't think I have one. I mean, I'll provide like small services,
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't have an offer. I don't know what that is, you know. I struggle with that.
No, I do think we actually have all the pieces in place, but you are too close to the trees. You can't see the forest, but I can see it. So here's what I mean. Okay, you have a skill set that can help people. That's what I can see, and that is obviously what anyone needs to be in business. And you have that. Okay, you have helped people. There is a demand. They're willing to pay. So I feel like right now we just need to, like what you say, put all these pieces together. And can you share with me, do you actually have a clear goal for yourself right now?
Uh yeah, man. I've seen online where people, hey, hit your first 10K months, and I've never gotten to do that, Sean. I've only gotten to do that before, when I worked for the newspaper, when I wasn't the owner. I've never made 10K a month being the owner of the newspaper. I made it being an employee in the beginning, when I was getting paid commission for the sales. You know, you definitely know
Yes.
about sales. So
Yeah.
I definitely want to go back to that. You know, to
Hmm.
having 10K months in a business.
Hey, if you could do 10K as an employee, you can do way more as a business owner.
Yeah,
We,
and that's why I decided to buy the newspaper from my boss. You know, Sean, because I said, man, I'm making. She wanted to pay me $10 an hour to stay in the office as a secretary, and I was making more money staying at home on commissions. You know,
yeah,
so I said, man, just let me buy the newspaper. Yeah, I definitely know about sales and stuff. That's what that's what I'm looking for. But the sales games only works whenever you have an offer, you have a product, you have something to offer, you know, and that's where I'm
yeah.
struggling, Sean. So I mean,
Okay,
shit, if I
yeah.
have I have many solutions, but they're all little baby offers, you know. Uh Maybe I have to create a big offer and sell the shit out of it. Right now I'm selling little baby things, and uh
Yeah.
I'm getting
So
worn
the,
out,
there
man.
are
I'm getting
there are
It's
two
not fun.
layers. there are two layers to this problem that you need to see, Armando. Two layers, okay? The first layer is you don't know the how, right? You don't know what you don't know. You don't know how do I focus. And because, correct me if I'm wrong, or actually this is just my personal opinion, but the fastest way to hit your income goals, like right now if it's 10, but you and I both know that you can do way more than that at your full potential. But let's just say it's 10. The fastest way to hit that goal is by having a high ticket solution. It's the big offer that you're saying. So this is the first layer. It is the how. How do I do that? Okay, but there is an even deeper layer that I'm sensing, and you mentioned it yourself that I'm afraid of creating a big offer, a high ticket offer. So don't be afraid because, hey, if your offer, whether it's 2K, 5K, or 10K, but it gets your clients 30K. So does it matter?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Right? For me, I teach salespeople how to build a career. And this is a six-figure career. So does it matter if I charge them 4,000, 6,000, 7,005? You know, this is something that they can keep for life. So as long as we get through that internal hurdle and you can see what is the value that you bring, you should have no problem creating this vehicle, and you could really like put all your focus, all your expertise into solving one big problem, charge high ticket. Let's just say it's 2005 for your one offer. That's one sale a week for your 10K. Does that make sense so far?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So currently, what are you? So you're just stuck. You're not doing anything to create this thing.
Uh, Look, man, I've kind of I've tried. I have something put in place. I don't know if it's good. I've tried sending it to a couple friends that want to start a business. It's something that I thought of that I put together for someone that wants to start a business, and this is mainly for based out of Texas, and it's called Biz in a Box, and
Okay.
it's business in a box. There's four main parts in it. About first, about what is it, about thinking about the business and then launching it, and then planning, launching, managing and growing a business, and then there's four main sections in that. In the first section, I kind of teach you about LLCs and why you should have one, and then I teach you how to fill it out and where to send the paperwork, how to pay for it. And then after that, I teach you how to get your EIN with the IRS. And then after you get both of those, I teach you that, hey, well, now you can open up a bank account. And then about that, Sean, also about not only a bank, not only I teach them how to open a bank account. I give them like a little summary and a little lesson that I learned about finances. In my first business, I lost it because I was involved with finances. So I had to learn. I had to read a book that's called Profit First, where they teach you how to open like 5 different bank accounts, so that way you can pay your taxes, you can pay your profits, you can do this, and you can do all that fun stuff. So I kind of
Okay.
teach them about that as well. Not only, hey, open up a bank account, I teach you about, hey, I give you a quick summary about the book, and then I give you like a little snippet, hey, go read it, go buy it, type of thing. So that way you get the full lesson. And then even I teach you about business planning. I'll teach you how to do a basic SWOT analysis, and then a lean business plan. Because like a lot of people just want to start a business, but maybe there may not be a market for that business. So I kind of teach them about that as well.
Yeah.
And then after that, mainly growing and managing. By growing, I teach them how to do Facebook advertising and stuff like that. How to work on their personal brand, storytelling, and stuff like that. and then I teach them how to manage their backend using Google, the Google Workspace, which used to be the old Google G Suite. How to hold all their photos, all their personal stuff, all their not all their business related stuff in one main folder, which is in Google. You know,
Yeah. Hey,
I teach them how to work with that.
it seems like you have the genesis of what seems to be the offer that you are starting to build. Did you give this to them for free, or what? How much do you intend to price this?
Look, man, I gave it to 5 friends for free, and this was like 2-3 months back. I've been following up with them, and none of them have done shit. None of them have done nothing.
Okay, never mind about them. What is the value to you, this program? Give it a price.
I don't know. I wanted for people to try it out. You know, $500, $100. I don't know. You know, I don't know how much it will be worth to somebody. But shit, starting a business, whenever I was starting a business, I wish I would have known all that stuff. You know, like how to set up
Exactly. Hey,
my LLC.
you
How
know that it's
to
costly, right? You know that it's going to cost a lot of money for businesses to
yeah
not know these things, right? So it's not just
yeah
worth $500. You have to be more confident commanding the value. Okay, you have to go for 4 figures. Because one mistake from any of these things you're teaching,
okay
hey, that's gonna cost a lot of money. And the time that you save your clients to learn these things, doesn't that cost money too?
yeah
Okay, so hey,
yeah
you have to be confident, commanding a high ticket price. That kind of price point will give you the best clients, the most committed ones,
okay
very little problems. If you price at $500, you see you give it to free to your friends. That's why they don't care about this, because it's free. And if you give it to
yeah
$500, you're gonna attract a $500 client. Hey, do I get this? Do I get that? Why don't I have this? Why don't I have that? But when you charge high, you have a very focused client. They say, can I get this outcome? I want to get this outcome. So they'll pay and they'll work very well with you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
yeah yeah yeah.
And the other
So
thing
yes,
is
I'm stuck with the like I was telling you at first. I started yeah, I was stuck with the pricing and how that works, because like I was telling you, I got stuck with the I was started with traditional advertising, and then I started after I started doing the newspaper. I then started actually a client reached out to me and they said, hey, can you, they saw how I was growing my newspaper page, and they say if I could grow their business page, and they started reaching out to me about advertising on social media, you know.
yeah.
So what I'm stuck on was okay, so I owned the newspaper, and then I started providing advertising services, and then how do I price this? Because this is not an advertising. I'm not providing Facebook ads or content creation. I'm giving you a solution on how to start a business, you know, the right way. Uh,
Okay.
so
Hey,
I think that transition from service to provider to now consulting or whatever was, I mean, it's hard still. I was still confused on that, you know,
confused on which part again?
on how on that transition from providing marketing services, which was the Facebook ads in the beginning, and the social media management that I would do, to now providing this I think this solution that would help businesses start their business, right?
Okay, got it. And by the way, Saba told me that you watched one of my videos. Could you share with me which one did you watch?
Yeah, man, I was watching the video that you did maybe like 3 or 4 days ago on clarity. I saw like 5-10 minutes of it, and I'm like, cool, because I've seen you on her page. And I said, hey, and I think you were telling your story in that video, Sean. I think how you before you were doing this, you owned like a karate studio, or you would mix
Yeah.
martial arts or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then how you transition into what you're doing now. And that's the video that I saw, that I saw that short, those short couple of minutes about you.
Yeah. So
And,
that was
and
about
it was where you was telling your story.
yeah, so that was about validating my offer because I knew, like yourself, I had a story, I had a skill
Correct.
set, but what do I do with all this thing, right? So I had to go through this process to validate my offer with the market.
Exactly.
So I feel like that's the stage where you are at right now. And is are you doing any other things on the side? Is this something that you want to get down in like right now, or are you still feeling your way around?
No, I've been trying to do this. Did transitioning this uh from providing marketing services to provide this coaching to new business owners, or business owners that have been doing business for the past 10 years, but they never open an LLC, or they don't even know how to. They don't even have a business email. Instead of getting a regular professional domain, they still using like a at gmail.com type thing. So I teach them how to do all that stuff, how to look more professional as a small business, on a budget. It doesn't take much money to get you a professional business email and stuff like that. So
What makes you so passionate about solving these kind of problems?
because I've been in their shoes before, man. And whenever I've helped these guys out, just kind of like how they thank you, how they look at you and be like, hey man, I wish somebody would have told me this. I just started doing this business and nobody told me this.
So it brings you
And
satisfaction.
yeah, and it's like, I mean, it feels good, that hey, nobody told me, nobody ever told me that I needed to do this. And
Why
they're
why
now
is
hearing it.
this transition important now?
Because I've been trying to make the change for too long, Sean. And I don't want to provide those one time services anymore.
No, no, you're wasting your time.
Yeah. Now that I'm seeing it's a whole bigger problem that I'm fixing. Because in the beginning, all I did was I knew how to do Facebook ads. But whenever I started running Facebook ads, some people didn't even have a website. They didn't even have a logo. They didn't even have this. They didn't even have that. So I ran into a lot of bigger problems that these guys were having. And I was able to solve those problems for them, so that I could then create content for them. They didn't
Yeah,
even have a logo. They didn't have a mission statement. They didn't know how to do. They didn't have nothing. All
I
they
feel
did.
like I feel like you're not just solving these technical problems for them. I feel like what you're really doing is you are giving them overall clarity, which brings you're bringing change to their business, which is bringing change to their life. So I feel like you're not just changing a logo and the kind of thing. It looks like those things, but really it's part of a bigger thing. I feel like you are
Yeah.
doing something much bigger for their business, for their life. And hey, potentially, if we were able to solve this problem for you financially, where are you at?
I don't. I'm making two less than $3,000 a month at the moment. Some months less, some months more.
Okay.
It just depends how many revisions or on the logos on the websites. Some clients I expect to have something done by a certain day, but then clients start talking about, hey, well, I need to change this, or a different color, or a different font,
Uh,
or let me change this and let me change that, and it extends my projects,
that
Sean.
is not good for your
and
health, man.
and that also extends the how much I make a month. It depends how soon I can finish a project, how demanding a client is with changes and stuff like that. So
I
it,
feel
it
like it's
varies, man.
at this point, it's not even about the money. Even if they were to pay you 3 times more money, it's the toll on your mental health that that it doesn't make sense to be doing all these small tweaks for customers. So, okay, you see, based on this call, I've identified 3 things that if you dial in, you'll have a complete shift in your business and your lifestyle. You need one, Armando, you need one focused, validated offer, one vehicle.
Yeah.
Like right now, I have a validated vehicle. You could throw a salesperson at me. I could put him through the system, and he will come out with a with his first sales gig, with first 10K month, his stable sales career online because of this vehicle. And even if tomorrow 50 clients enroll, this thing, it wouldn't break. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the goal as well, you know.
Yeah. So right now, yeah, because in your situation, if 5 more clients, 10 more clients were to come to you, your system wouldn't hold because you are manually fixing
Yeah.
one problem at a time. So when I say vehicle, that's what I meant. That you can put 20 clients tomorrow and it wouldn't break. Is your confidence to go into the market and say,
Yeah.
this is the big problem that I solve, a big one. Okay, not a logo. It's part of it, but this is the big problem that I solve. What is it? We don't know yet. Okay, but that is the direction that I would like us to go. A big problem, so that the ROI of it makes sense for you to put 2K down, 3K, 5K down, because we're looking at the whole year. What is this worth to your business? Okay. And number 3 is, of course, your transition from your current way of life into doing less, but hitting the points that count and getting more results. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourself out. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're in a good place.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
You have the fundamentals. You have the skill set. There is the demand. We just need to have this laser beam focus. And there are some things that you need to stop doing. Stop settling for low prices, difficult clients. Stop. You said you have been wanting the transition for quite some time now. So those
Yeah.
things you have to break. You have to break those patterns. If you want real change, by the end of this year, we're talking about a reset. By the end of this year, you could have a new trajectory. But if you keep doing the same things you're doing today, by the end of the year, if we were to talk again, what's going to change, right? So we must break this pattern so that you can transit smoothly. That is a third thing. Okay, so offer confidence and this transition process. And based on the conversation and these 3 things that we discussed today, would it make sense for you to have a second call with Saba herself to go deeper? And what we're going to do on a call, we're going to share with you the exact frameworks and the strategies that our clients use to go from where you're at now to making 10, 20, 30K months consistently. And if you like what you see, potentially you could enroll as a client. Otherwise, if you just look through the thing, I feel that it could give you immense clarity on how this game is played. How does it sound to you?
I like that. I like that.
So a second conversation with Saba. Right now it's where are you based, by the way?
I'm in Texas, man. In
Texas.
the United States, Texas.
So it's 7 p.m. now.
Yeah, 7. Yeah, I'm in Central Time.
CST. Okay, I'm just looking at her calendar right now to see when can I help you have that second call. Friday. Wow, her schedule is very full. Hmm. Okay. How does Friday 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time sound?
Which Friday?
It is this coming Friday.
Oh, this Friday. You said this Friday at what time?
1:30 p.m. Eastern.
We can do that.
Okay, it's Eastern. Okay, it's not CST. So
So
strategy.
what Eastern? So what would that be an extra hour or two? So that's what, like 3 Central.
Okay, let's do a quick conversion. Eastern time to CST. Yes, so for you, that will be 12:30 p.m. Hey, right now I'm gonna send you a
So that's noon for me. That's at noon.
yes.
Noon. Uh, uh yeah, yeah, we can make it happen.
Okay, I just sent you a calendar invite
Yeah.
that could you have a
Yes,
quick
I see
look
it.
and let me know if the details are correct?
Yeah, you got my email, right?
Okay, so it's the timing and all that, right?
It's at 12:30 p.m. Yeah, noon.
Yeah, okay. Wonderful. So I enjoyed connecting with you today. I feel like you have this, I don't know what is it. There's this enthusiasm in helping people solve their blind spots that they can't see. You're looking out for them. Uh, it is a gift, and you can charge big prices for this and have a massive change in your own life by bringing the same to other people. It's just an exchange of value. So when you put in the effort to give that kind of a focused solution, you get compensated in the same way and everybody wins. So that would be my message for you today, Armando.
Thank you, Sean. Hey, man, thank you for your time. I'm excited for the second meeting with Saba.
Yeah.
So that I can see what her program is about and how we can make this happen.
So do you feel that this reset call, you got what you were looking for, the clarity?
Yeah, man, you definitely gave me a lot of clarity. You gave me a lot of thoughts that I had not you know. You definitely showed me some perspective. Definitely let me look at things through different perspective, and that was great. I hadn't had that, so you definitely let me look at things through a different set of eyes and get a different
Okay.
perspective on things.
Okay, very happy to hear that. Hey, if this really brought you that kind of clarity and value, I would really appreciate if you could just drop a quick 1 minute testimonial inside Saba's group to share with the community how this call helped you, because we want coaches like yourself that have a message, that have a gift, but they don't know how to navigate. We want them to step forward and be brave to put their message out there. So I would really appreciate if you could do that. And I wish you all the best. Believe in yourself and give it your best. I'm sure that you'll achieve all your goals by the end of this year.
Hey, thank you, Sean.
Okay, have a great day, Armando.
You as well. Be safe, man.
Okay, bye bye.